Hi, Arizona Grimmy here, and this is a collection of classic horror films. Which I got for Christmas like last year, and it can play like some of the classics like Bloodlust, Bluebird. There's even like Metropolis. But there's one that caught my eye, which was the first one that I actually watched in this collection. The Little Shop of Horrors from 1960, starring Jack Nicholson. Yeah, Jack Nicholson, aka the Joker, from the Tim Burton film, was in this film. But not by much. I'll mention it during this review. And I thought, you know what, at the time of me uploading this, it'll probably be Halloween, so I thought, let's review something black and white. Also, this film is also in public domain. Actually, a lot of these are. Yeah, they include like tons of like classics. And I even used this for my Nosferatu review. Maybe even some other films here. Like I can say like The Bad, that could be a nice one. Okay, enough of the talk. I'll explain a little bit of a confusion a lot of people are wondering. In right now. Now to explain the public domain stuff. The film's director did not file a copyright on the film, so the film fell into public domain, meaning free to use. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And then the Jack Nicholson thing, despite the to promote him, most likely to help sell more copies, he is not the main character. He's only like in like one scene. Yeah, that's kind of much it on it. Yeah, that's all I need to explain about it. Now you got up? Onto the review. Our film starts out with a drawing of usually of the film's like town. Which looks kind of a bit damaged. Most likely due to these films not being very preserved that well. Most likely also due to age of the film reel. But there's probably some high quality versions. This was probably from a cheap distributor. Like I got this from the DVD the film came in. The film was in like a paper disc sleeve. And then we see our main cast. Seymour, the main protagonist, a bumbling idiot, the flower shop keeper, and Audrey, who is there. Also, there's no song. Also, this is not a musical. This is a straight up horror film, so prepare for some messed up stuff. And we discovered that the flower shop isn't doing well and is right up to the point of bankruptcy. And because Seymour keeps screwing up. And then a dentist calls out for an order of some type of flowers. Seymour screws up the thing, and a and a guy who eats flowers, or some carnations, which just turns into an episode of My Strange Addiction. And then we meet Seymour's mother, who is either sick or not. Hard to tell. And then we meet Audrey Jr., who is a small plant in a coffee can. And but craves. Okay. Who gets bigger? Ooh, Seymour feeds it blood. And then we hear the line, feed me, in a more creepier voice. And you know what, let's mention all the gruesome ways to feed this thing to make this fun. Also, it makes this review shorter, because I am putting multiple videos in editing. Also, I will be mentioning a lot of creepy visuals, so skip to the timestamp that will probably be flashing, or not. Or it'll probably be, or the timestamp will probably be in the description. So, but if you don't care, let's get creepy. He starts out by accidentally killing a guy, then to hide the body, feeds it to AJ, and then it gets bigger, then he goes to then he gets a toothache, then he goes to the dentist, and he tries to get into the dentist and kills him. And then we see our Jack Nicholson scene, who, with context and, with some scenes I've seen, even younger him can be quite creepy. Yeah. Seymour pulls out some of his teeth, and, oh my, this film just made me uncomfortable. Well, then Seymour feeds the dentist to Audrey Jr., Then Seymour and Audrey go on a date at his mother's house and have soup. And the owner of the shop keeps an eye on the plant. Who says the lines again and tricks a person who is trying to rob the shop to get into Audrey Jr. so the robber can get eaten. Yeesh. Compared to the 80s version, this one is quite fucked up. Sorry. And then Seymour gets hypnotized by Audrey Jr. and feeds Audrey a possible prostitute. Yeah, without music, this kind of a different vibe. And then the town celebrates Seymour's plant being big because business is booming. And then the flowers on Audrey Jr. blooms and shows the victims. And so Seymour tries to fight it, and so our film ends with him dying. Now on the things I do not like. Audrey was not really much of a character. She was basically just a blank slate. She was basically just cardboard. And now on the things I like. The puppetry on Audrey Jr. was quite amazing for its time. Like this was made in 1960. Back when puppets were basically made the Teletubbies look like Sesame Street. And unlike Audrey Jr. in the 80s version, this one's a bit more of a more realistic looking Flytrap. And that's basically how much about it. This film went from okay to just alright. It's nothing much. It's just what it is. It kind of shows you an example of what. So despite we always say the original is always better, sometimes the remake is more well known. Other than this one, like there's Scarface with Al Pacino, which is a remake of a remake that is more well known than the original. And I know Dr. Dolittle, that's another remake that's more well known than the original. Yeah. And it's kind of like an example. And that's basically it. Don't forget to slice like button and click up to Jen. Follow me on Twitter, GreenK2. And next month's gonna be Ripoff Month. And my review is either gonna be a review on Macamee or Rainbow Butterfly Kitty. Yeah, a lot of you probably wonder why I'm gonna do that. And I hope you appreciate the AIM software that I probably used in this video. See ya.